Alright guys, g'day, welcome back. This is a bit of a different one, I'm just kind of testing out, let me know what you think. But what you see before you is basically a couple of concepts I've done up for like a just a standard Dokkanfest banner. Basically a Dokkanfest exclusive baby with his banner unit. I'm just going to call them the Possessed Saiyans or Super Saiyans. I'll post these full images on my Twitter and everything like that, and I'll just go through why I decided to make them the way I did. If you have feedback, by all means, let me know in the comments. I'm not an expert at doing this, so I don't claim these to be perfect by any stretch. And if I've forgotten anything, obviously let me know as well. So let me just minimize that and bring up the full thing. So yeah, this is Dokkanfest Baby, Extreme Tech. He is a corroded body and mind or inhuman deeds leader. 170 plus an additional 30% to transformation boost. Now, I'll go through it in a second, but the 200% units, or the units that fall under his 200%, are listed here. So it's basically all your freezers, all your Janembas, plus transforming Bojack and transforming Broly with that, and oh yeah, also in transforming Black. So that's kind of a decent little crew that he's got under his belt, and obviously it is got room for improvement as well. The passive skill now, I've gone with a theme of 2 being Super Baby 2. Attack and defense 220%, reduces damage by 22%. So he's a bit of a defensive slot 1 unit, which is what I was kind of aiming for. I don't think we get enough slot 1 units these days, so that's kind of why I've gone that way. With an additional attack 22% and an additional 22% damage reduction when facing pure Saiyans or hybrid Saiyans. Now I've kind of half pulled that from the LR, how he gets stat boost from those two. Now the stat boost from the LR is separate, so he gets I think 2 key and 20% versus one of them, and then an extra 20% and 2 key from the other one. I've kind of grouped it together for this unit because he also supports both extreme class and corroded body and mind. So for like a Janemba unit who is both extreme and corroded body and mind, he'd be getting 4 key and 44%, as with the baby units obviously as well. But that leaves him open to be on other teams that are kind of, say transformation boost when he's next to a cooler. He's still supporting 22% and 2 key, just not the extra for the corroded body and mind. So he kind of, and then same, it's 44% for something like a Margin Vegeta as well, who's corroded body and mind. And he launches an additional super attack when he receives damage, again, trying to aim for that slot 1 kind of unit, which allows him to stack his attack, which is his kind of super attack cruck. But he also disables enemy guards, so he will never be kind of walled in slot 1 either. He's got an active skill transformation. I kind of wanted to work that possessed Bulma into it for a little bit, like Genius Queen's assistant. So like the animation would be Bulma activating the Blutz waves, whatever, and transforms into a grade 8 for 2 turns. Now this is kind of like a reverse Janemba. It's not like a rage mode like the LR, where every slot is him. It's just his unit on turn becomes the grade ape over here. Now that can be activated once the character has received two attacks. Not super difficult, and also in thing with the 2, but it's also a twice only kind of active skill. And I'm going for this kind of, I guess this is a bit of a thing that I've got with Dokkan in general. The rage modes I think are underutilized, but this is kind of my way of explaining how I'd like it done. So he stacks defense when he's in this form. So when he comes out of this form into his base form, his defense is just permanently higher. Heals 22% once only, and that's 22% each time he transfers. So if you use it twice, it's kind of a heal each time. Same attack and defense. I've removed the damage reduction. Gets an additional 22% when performing a super attack, and another 22% when performing a super attack when facing a super class enemy. So he's a little bit more a little bit different in that way, but still super, like hitting like a truck and defending really well. High chance of launching 2 additional attacks, each of which have a high chance of performing a super attack. That's kind of brought over from Evolution Blue Vegeta, because he's still technically a Vegeta, if you know what I mean. So kind of wanted to throw a little bit of tribute in there. And again, yeah, stacks defense and also debuffs the enemy, so that when he comes out, he's got higher defense, the enemy's debuffed, and he just kind of keeps going on stacking attack. Now his links are all but the same as the LRs, obviously without Fierce Battle overshadowing the limit, and Coward over Legendary Power because he's not an LR. I put Coward there instead of like something like Transform or something like that. Coward works with Bojack pretty well, and all the same categories as the LR. I don't think there's anything that needs to be added or subtracted because of that. But I mean, you let me know in the comments if I've forgotten anything. Now the banner unit is Super Saiyan Gohan possessed, Super Saiyan Goten possessed, and Super Saiyan Trunks possessed. Terrifying Conqueror is 130%. I mean, I feel that's kind of okay. Now I've kind of designed them off the back of those free-to-play versions we've got. They actually have like Super Saiyans, Hybrid Saiyans, Kamehameha, Terrifying Conquerors, and Corroded Body and Mind. So, and same with the links. They're all very kind of along the lines of those units, the ones we've already got. Now, the reason I wanted to have it like this, obviously Hybrid Saiyans is fine, whatever. Same with Super Saiyans. It's a weird little kind of extreme buff there. But having Trunks involved in this triggers Majin Vegeta's passive and entry animation, which I thought would be a really kind of cool thing to do for Corroded Body and Minds, which obviously Majin Vegeta is in. So that would give that team a little bit of a kind of extra little boost there. Where are we? Attack and defense 150%, an extra 50% when performing a super attack. So that's his kind of 200% that you sort of see some of these banner units getting, like that Broly movie Trunks gets 200%, that big kind of big dick energy. Changes key spheres to rainbow, so good for Majin Vegetas, good for your tech Janembas and units that really kind of need those and obviously the LRs as well, units that need those key spheres as opposed to just key in general. Launches an additional attack when there's a pure or hybrid Saiyans. That's kind of the baby element of them. Recovers 15% HP, which I think is a kind of nice little extra boost there. Now, I've gone for a unit super attack. I really like unit super attacks. I really do. I just think it's a cool little thing. Now, they just raise defense and lower attack. So a good little floater. You know what I mean? They just kind of buff themselves a bit in that third slot while debuffing everyone else for the next turn, or debuffing who they attack, I should say. Obviously, adding the Kamehameha. I've gone Kamehameha, like so it's kind of Goten does the Kamehameha, Gohan does the Masenko, and then Trunks does the burning attack. They greatly raise defense, so a little bit extra defense raise in that third slot or second slot if you want to run them on rotation. Stacks attack if it's a unit super attack, so you know, making them a bit stronger, and then also lowers attack as well. Activated when there's the baby around, which is pretty fair, I guess. Well, that's just what I think anyway. But yeah, short and sweet, guys. I just want to kind of do something a little bit fun, a little bit hypothetical, I should say. But yeah, let me know what you reckon about Dokkan Fest Baby, or my version of Dokkan Fest Baby. Like most concepts, they're a bit ridiculous. I hope he's too overpowered, kind of, but I hope he's somewhat realistic as well. Let me know what you'd change, what you think is maybe more realistic, what you'd maybe do for your own version of a Dokkan Fest Baby kind of banner, even if you wanted to do a different banner unit. Let me know in the comments. I'll post the images of these over in the Twitter. So if you want to have like more of a ongoing conversation, hit me up on Twitter. I'll also post them on Instagram as well. But good luck in the global anniversary, which is coming in about 3 weeks, give or take from the time we're recording. If it's gone by the time you've seen this, let me know how your summons went as well. Take care, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.